自己紹介が必要かな。私は探偵だ。英雄を望んでいたなら残念というほかないが、探偵や推理家を所望なら君は良いカードを引き当てた。観念したまえ。なるほど、初歩的なことだ友よ。エレメンタリーマイディア。
Hello everyone, welcome back for some more Fate Grand Order. Today we're taking a look at the new event. The spider spins its silk with nostalgia. What was it again? It has a long name. It is not the Chaldea Boys collection. An old spider spins webs of memory, rather. So this is going to be like one video that's going to actually be... Whoa. You got this CBC Chaldea Boys Collection Special Invitation. Please claim the reward. You must clear Singularity F. Can be exchanged for a one-time craft essence. Interesting. Oh, get all the glasses, and you can get a command code. Nice. Well, I'll be getting that for sure. So this video will be across like multiple, it'll be a set period. So as such, it's going to be a bit different, just for the fact that I might get new servants across time. I'm currently playing Goddardamrung, so they'll be like, if things change or happen, you'll know why mid-event. Don't worry, because this is, if I'm correct, this is time locked too. Well, first off, let's see. We can immediately go into the shop. Okay. I am enjoying your chill atmosphere. Well, log in to claim one. Only one will be available. I've already chosen, because I was given a link to all the different ones with different effects. And the one that I want is Dance with the Round Table, because this one has Sea Star Gather Rate and Noble Phantasm up, and that sounds real good for certain ones. So I think I will grab this. Plus, I like the Round Table, so we'll grab that there. The other ones are, you can see the Dante's Files, Case of the True Mastermind, Cunning Foresight, I don't know those characters, Glorious Cherry Blossoms, I don't know those, I mean I know them, but I don't. Teacher and Me, this is weird, I don't know about this, that's very strange. Trojan Bar, I'd probably hang out here. I mean, they're horrible people, but Under the Knife, I don't know how much I'd trust them. Angel's Breath, that is them hanging out. And Vampire Masquerade Ball. Is this supposed to be Mozart? Because if so, dang, you look good in different art style. Well, let's get our Dance with the Round Table. Yeah, sounds good. Again, the effect of increases Sea Star Gather Rate by 400, that's not bad at all. Alright, and we might as well get this, because it says we need to just keep going. Right, okay, yeah, I see. I see, you get all of them, then you can get them. Okay, okay. Well, let's start this event off. I hear it's not super long, so it's not something I'm going to be incredibly worried about. Let's grab the Unknown Servant, see who's here. We're going to go with Kill Saber. And let's bring you up then. And bring you there. Sounds good. And at the back, well, it is men. Power of man, right? So let's see if we can get some big, strong dudes. Right? Let's go with, I guess you can't really sort by gender. Let's see here. Let's get some dude bros. Hey, you're gonna be strong. We need more dudes. Dude it up. Yeah, Chiron. And Baby Gil. Oh, but it's too expensive now. We can get rid of that. Alright, sounds good. Let's, dude it up with the men. This is obviously my specialty. That's good. It's a good card there. I will say, I still stand by. This game has the absolute best title cards for events. They're so good.
Everyone has regrets. If only it could be like this. If only I'd done that. Nobody makes it through life without having such thoughts at least once. Given that failure is an inevitable part of life, there's no sense dwelling on it. But of course, dwell we do, don't we? Yours truly is no exception. So for today, I would like to spin you a story of regret. It's all well and good to have regrets. But if you try to rid yourself of them, they'll be hell to pay like you cannot even begin to fathom. That's the story of the comical fable I have in mind for us today. This does bring back memories, doesn't it, Master? That's right, it's me! James Moriarty. Everyone's favorite old man from another dimension. You want me to take this more seriously? Alright, if you insist. My name is James Moriarty. I am also known variously as the Napoleon of crime and the Old Spider. And now I am your servant. So now that that's out of the way, you're officially invited on a fun little pleasure trip. Don't worry, the risk of losing your life is almost completely negligible. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy this stroll down Regret Lane.
Okay, sir. I'm sure this'll go fine. I'm sorry, are we race shifting? Boy, they make such a big deal out of no more race shifting in the, you know, in the main story. Holy crap, there was an anime OP. Oh my god. Welcome to the Velvet Room. Did I get forcefully race shifted again? Yo, this place looks kind of nice though. Can we get this in Chaldea? What is this place?
Good morning.
Not so loud.
Oh, I do beg your pardon. Hello and good day. I'm glad to see you in good health, Tanner. I can see, though, you're wondering where you are. I'll come right to the point, then. We're lost in this race shift, you and I. We have no way to ask for help, nor any means to receive it. That is to say, we are now on a stealth mission, and all weapons and equipment must be procured on site.
Okay, old snake. Where have I heard this before?
Indeed. We now face the same harsh conditions as an M16 covert operative.
That's not his voice.
Moriarty. I gotta be Moriarty. I've heard of wholesale degradation, but this is ridiculous. But worry not, Master. I know this world, and I recognize the time period in which we find ourselves. In fact, I believe this is why I am the one here with you.
So, we're here because of you, Gramps?
I will have you know that I am only in my 50s, thank you very much. There's nary a grandpa to be found here. Alright, allow me to explain. We are currently in a mansion found in a certain European city. It is the late 19th century, though without a newspaper, I cannot be certain of the date. Our cover story is that you and I are bartenders employed at this mansion. Are you with me so far?
Well, that explains the outfits. Dang, I'm looking fresh.
And I may say, they suit us rather well. Now then, here's the problem we face. On second thought, perhaps it'd be better if you see for yourself. Let's leave the bar for the moment and take a stroll around the mansion itself. Oh, and as a rule of thumb, I would strongly advise you keep your voice low and not to speak to anyone. At least for now.
Dang, Grandpa, how you so suave? Whoa, this place is fancy.
Yes, this mansion's owner is something of a local legend. He effectively runs this entire city. And just look around. He must be a center of Any number of deplorably immoral and, dare I say, criminal acts to afford such luxury.
Hey now, Mr. Moriarty. Who's this? I can't speak for my ancestors, but I certainly have no recollection of being involved in anything of the sort. It's Sieg! Sieg?
This is not the Sieg you know from Chaldea. Make sure you speak to him as though he were a complete stranger. Tanner, this is our employer, Sieg.
Nice to meet you, Tanner. I'm afraid you won't have much time to get your feet wet. Things are about to get very busy around here. Make sure that you treat all our guests with the respect they deserve. Whatever you do, do not speak to them as though you are on friendly or familiar terms. As long as you remember that, you're free to handle your responsibilities however you see fit. Oh, and Mr. Moriarty, I'm counting on you to take care of the matter we discussed earlier.
And now you have met our employer.
What is Sieg doing here?
That will become clear once you see the guests we're about to meet. At the peril of sounding like a broken record, do try to contain your surprise.
Oh dang, this garden's nice. Oh, it's the Mafia! Bada bing, bada boom, the Armado Dubney. Well, well. I'm surprised to see a thug like you here, seeing how you're the only thing you're good for is guzzling cheap booze. It breaks my heart to see Lord Sieg disgrace himself with his poor choice of company.
Hey, we're the buff man.
I don't know much about Izo, so this is where I'll learn about him, I guess. I'm sorry. Did you say something, old-timer? I could barely hear you over the sound of your bones creaking. If there's anyone who doesn't deserve to be at this mansion, it's the worthless fossil who can't even set foot on a damn boat. It's the Yakuza. Whoa, whoa, easy there, fellas. Sieg invited us all here, remember? So who cares about disgrace or worth? The important thing is we all have the same qualifications to be here. Besides, none of us is ready now. Well, they haven't even gotten here yet, right? And here comes the hyena. Oh, hyena, huh? I like that. They're the ones who always come out on top, seeing how they thrive off dead meat. Also, the women have massive pseudophalluses. Well, no matter. We still have some time until the auction. If I were you, young king and Izo, I'd think long and hard about what I want to do with my life between now and the auction starting. Right on, thanks for the tip. Funny, I was about to tell you the same thing. But then again, I guess there isn't much point in you thinking about what you want to do with your life. At your age, all you've got left to do is pick out a burial plot. Yeah, bada bing, here we go. Temeyaro. YMCA. That's all their cheers, by the way. They just all say that as they walk away. What are you doing with your fingers, and why is it giving me strange feelings inside? So Diarmid, Yanking, and Izo are all here too.
Yes, but keep in mind that they are not all the people you know. Perhaps you remember what happened during a similar incident not so long ago, and Mr.
Oh, this is a Kogetsukan sequel. I didn't know that. Okay.
Back then, I believe your brain substituted figures you're familiar with those whom you had never met, so as to avoid overwhelming it with new visual information. This time, the new figures may share the names of the ones you would know, but in all other respects, it is the same phenomenon at work.
Do they look like to you then, Moriarty?
Ah yes, unfortunately they appear to be the same servants to me as well. But there are some extenuating circumstances that give me a bit more insight into their true identities. Simply put, these three, gentlemen are gang leaders. Diarmid may not look the part, but I can trust you can sort of see it with the other two, no?
Yeah.
As for Diarmid, I imagine he was chosen because his looks and attributes are similar to those of the man he's standing in for. After all, his dapper looks have apparently made him quite the talk of the town as of late.
And they don't get along very well, do they?
Indeed not.
Ooh. Funky beats.
Diarmid's group has been based in this area for many years now, a gang with long tradition. They've had their hands in every single one of the city's dark dealings and secrets, but they're also considered a pillar of the community. Then, about 20 years ago, young King's game came along and paid to that peaceful state of affairs. As soon as they came into the city, they were very aggressive about taking whatever dirty work they could find, including the type of jobs that Diarmid's gang had long refused to even touch. Naturally, this led to turf war after turf war, with both sides getting for each other around the city. The state of affairs continued for several years, until about 3 years ago, when both sides decided to put an end to all the killings and came to terms. That was when Izo's gang of longshore workers came along and complicated things further. Now, all three of these gangs are in a stalemate, ever at odds with one another.
Yo, I'm loving these beats, though.
Oh, you seem puzzled by something. Well, I suppose I can't blame you.
How come the weakest gang didn't just get wiped out?
Indeed, eliminating the weakest opposition is a classic for a reason. But in this case, each of the three gangs has something unique keeping them safe, even as it holds them back. The Ahmed's group has numbers on their side, and they're also the ones most entrenched in the city. But in this case, the strength is also a weakness. As long as he remains here, Diamond needs to keep up his image of a chivalrous man around town. It makes his group old and staid, unable to make the bold moves necessary to remove the others. Whereas Yang King's group is the newcomer that arrived in the city long after the status quo had been established. The people of this city are highly unlikely to ever trust them. But in turn, that gives them the freedom to do whatever they want. As the city was never theirs, they feel no obligation to restrain themselves on its behalf. And finally, we have Izo's gang. They have the fewest members, but they also control the docks. And since the city's industry depends on those docks, the other gangs can't do much to hurt them. You follow me so far?
Wow, this is getting a lot more complicated.
Very well, let's see if we can't make it simpler. Diamond controls the biggest gang, Yang King the medium-sized one, and Izo the smallest. That is the key takeaway. Does that help make it clearer? Now then, I think we had best adjourn the lecture for now in favor of doing our job for a bit.
Yeah, what is our job exactly?
On another note, we've got wyverns.
Where'd that come from?
That was the second most popular line in Things I've Always Wanted to Say portion of the servant census. Da Vinci put it together herself. In a strange twist of fate, it seems our wyverns running or flying around in this time period. The little devils apparently like to sneak into this mansion, so Sig had entrusted us with keeping them out.
That is really strange, you know.
Well, I do have an inkling or two as to how this state of affairs came to be, but for the moment I think we best focus on the wyverns at hand. Alright, Master, I'm counting on you for backup.
Alright, let's see. Let's see Combat Moriarty in the sick bartender outfit, which I'm glad my whole Discord agrees is the cooler outfit. It really is. It's a sick, sick outfit. It's a bit waiter-ish, but the blue flourish at the bottom looks just so cool. We'll see here in a sec. Imitation giant Komodo lizard. Huh? Yeah, see that blue swing? I love the blue swing. Alright, well, let's get rid of these guys. Oh, these guys are going to be nothing because of they're level, like, 8. Huh? They are dropping the premium currency. Reload copper poison. Okay. Alright, let's do a full combo with you. Oh my god. Gin, vodka, and something else. But he switches them out from being his cards to being drinks. Okay, that's great. That's great. That's 10 out of 10. That's amazing. I don't know what the third one he says is, though. I have no idea what that is. I don't know what that one is. Huh. He definitely gets very different sound clips, too. I like him. I like him a lot. That's cool. Looks like he's nodding off, though. That is a bit of a problem. Grandpa, wake up. It's not nap time yet. You got a job to do. How were those wyverns? Yeah.
Indeed, it seems some matters are even stranger than I expected. Regardless, it does seem the part about them invading this mansion is true. And it would certainly make things worse to have demonic beasts causing trouble now, while the gangs are already at odds with one another. Good grief, all this, and it still hasn't even begun.
Wait, what hasn't begun yet?
He. The answer to that, we'll have to wait. Why, you ask? Hold on, let me just put on my disguise here.
What's this disguise gonna be? What? What? Because the time is not yet right. You put it on just for that? You have a Holmes disguise? That raises questions.
End of story.
Wow, seems like an awful lot of trouble for so little payoff.
I'd say it was well worth it just to see you roll your eyes like that, Master. Incidentally, that line took 3rd place in the aforementioned servant census, which once again was put together by Da Vinci herself. Boy, that really grinds my gears.
This is so wacky compared to Seraph. And honestly, I kind of need it. So that's good. Well, I'll take that. Quick code opener. So, oh, it's like tomorrow. All right. Well, that's going to be the end of this video. Well, you know what? Let's see here. Because I do definitely want to grind out a bit. Actually, I should see what's actually in the shop first. Well, first off, let's do this. Jekyll and Hyde. That's it. Oh, that's it. Right, it was a single one. If I get one more Saint Quartz, we can do a roll and see what we get. So you know what? Let's just go. Let's do a very quick one in Babylonia. Oh shoot, wait, do these give? They do, but it's gonna take a bit. Okay, never mind. I'll hold off on that till next time there. Actually, could I? Do you have any rank up quests, Stu? None that I can do right now. Okay. Darn it, curses. Interlude? Short interludes? I could do a very short interlude. Oh, not all them give stuff, though. Not all them give them. No! Well, that's fine. I'll hold off on that for now. And then next time, we'll, when I start off, we'll do, get another Saint Quartz there. So we'll see you then for that. I mean, it's going to be one video, so it's not going to make much difference. But okay. Hey, so I forgot that there totally is a, of course, how could I forget that there's, the quest lines there, which give me the stuff. So, let's do one summon and see what we get. Just to see if we can get something to help ease the grinding. Alright, so who can we get from this summon? Let's take a look. Moriarty, only male servants, including ones added through story progression, are here. So basically all the regular 1 5-star. Okay, alright. Well, let's give it a go. Let's see what we can get. Alright, here we go. Time to play the guessing game. Alright. That's good. I'll take that for sure. Those will help with the grinding. Yeah, I'll definitely take all the new craft essences for sure. Yep, those are going to be good. Again, help with the grinding. Alright. It's probably going to be a lot of new craft essences. Yep, I'll take another one of those. Oh my god, okay, here we go. Alright. Yep. Sounds good. Is there going to be even a single servant? Probably not. Wow! Okay, craft essence luck. Calm down. Holy crap. Holy crap. And we got one of these too, which I didn't even get to see because it wasn't even a 4-star. Holy crap. Double 5-star luck, huh? Wowie wow. Okay. Sounds good to me. Let's continue with the grind. Hello everyone, welcome back to this event. Although I'm saying welcome back like it's, you know, a separate part. It's all one video. Anyways, I've done a bit of grinding. Just enough so that I was able to get the costume dress, which is important. But also we got another one of these. Let's see what we get. Let's give our summon ticket a roll. What do we get? Also, I guess I have my free roll because I want to try and get those other craft essences there. Having those bunch of them was really helpful. Like even that one roll that we did was super helpful. Well, no, go away. We don't want you. Alright, and let's go to the friend summon. Come on, give me some of them 3-star Valentine ones. Or White Day ones. Darn it. I actually ended up getting a Caged Desire there at the end. And I'm like, but your event is over. Why? Anyways, Triangle Gang. Hashtag Triangle Gang. Let's go. Oh. And I'll be able to get a better event after this too, which will be very, very useful for sure. Hashtag Triangle Gang. It's how we be feeling. Oi! Give me more booze. Me too, come on, hurry it up. Coming! I see you not just as disgraceful as ever, bada bing, bada boom. Oi, what'd you say? Keep your goddamn mouth shut if you know what's good for you, Gramps.
Alright, gentlemen, that is quite enough of that. Let me remind you that it is my employer who you would be inconveniencing if you fought here. And that would certainly not be to any of your advantages. At least in my humble opinion.
Fine, whatever. Got a lot of nerve talking to me like that, bartender.
Just goes to show how nobody disrespects you lot. It's wonderful to see you all enjoying yourselves. But I must warn you, even I cannot guarantee a happy result should you engage in fisticuffs here. Yeah. Alcohol really is dangerous stuff, isn't it? Perhaps we should simply close the bar down, or at least ban them from the premises.
Good thinking. In fact, I was just about to ask you to do that myself. Even guys like that should be able to control themselves as long as they stay away from alcohol. So from now on, I'd like you to limit the bar to myself, the different organization leaders, and the men who will be showing up soon.
You got it, boss.
Understood. Good. I'll leave this in your capable hands then. So, this is really happening tomorrow.
I take it you are reluctant to part with it?
Of course I am. That relic has been passed down within my family in secret for 1,000 years. I never dreamed that I would ever let it go. But now that it's come out that it is in my possession, it could put the whole city at risk. So, before word spreads too far, I plan to sell it to the highest bidder, and invest the money in helping the city prosper.
That's quite magnanimous of you, sir. I promise you my cohort and I will do everything in our power to help you see this through.
Thank you. I feel better knowing you're here. Alright, see you later.
Oh, that was quite the little ordeal. Something wrong, Master?
Yeah, what was that about a relic?
All will be clear tomorrow, you'll see. Now, what say we pick up our lecture from where we left off yesterday? I trust you recall the three organizations' different characteristics now?
Yeah, they're all different sizes.
Right.
Well, that's an easy to remember one.
Now, let's assume each group pursues the best course of action for them to seize control of the city. Group A, Diamond, would ideally team up with Izo to take out Yang King.
And then, yeah, just absorb them.
Once that's done, he could take his time folding Izo's small organization into his own. But that would not be to Izo's interests. While he may be able to get rid of Yang King that way, it would leave him helpless against Diamond. And that, of course, would all but assure his defeat. As such, Izo could never team up with Diarmid. So then, you might think Izo could team up with Yang King to take out Diarmid, but there too you would be wrong. After all, they two are now an inextricable part of the city. And what if Group A, Diarmid, teams up with Group B, Yang King, to take out Group C, Izo first? Such team-up would let them take out Izo easily, but also lead to its own rather messy set of problems. Without enough people working the docks, the city's economy would all but grind to a halt. More than that, neither group truly needs to team up with the other to take Izo down. Both A and B merely hope that their partner ends up bearing the lion's share of the losses in the battle to destroy C. In summary, there's no viable path forward for any group, Forming an alliance, going on the attack, neither of these are feasible options. It is quite the stalemate. And now, something new is being added to the mix. I trust I don't need to explain what a Holy Grail war is to you, do I, Master?
Oh, is it the Holy Grail, the relic that he's looking at? It's almost time. Tomorrow, there's going to be a battle for control of this case. That's just the way it is. This is to help build a better future. I have to accept that there are going to be sacrifices. It won't be easy, but at this point, I see no alternative. We just aren't strong enough to keep this relic safe on our own anymore. Just keep cool for now. It all comes down to what happens next. We're the ones who'll be taking control of this city. We're not going to let these damned outsiders have so much as a scrap. As soon as the ritual is over, we're going to kill every last one of them. I can hear that stuck-up old man yapping away. So much for the chivalrous routine he likes to put on. If he's going to shake his cane at us for being outsiders after we've been here for 20 years, we'll spend 200 years working on our way in until we're a goddamn institution. This city wants us to take it over. It's practically begging for us to liven up the place. It all comes down to tomorrow. If the others think they can mess with us, they've got another thing coming. We live by the sea, and we'll die by the sea. As long as we've got this town by its lifeline, it doesn't matter how few of us there are. We're the strongest of them all. And once this battle is over, we'll be the biggest, too. If the losers refuse to get down on their knees and beg for mercy, we'll just kill every last one of them. Did you say a Holy Grail war?
Yes, but this will be something of a miniature version. A kind known as a subspecies Holy Grail war.
Alright, is this Monster Hunter? Where the subspecies are things?
3 mages are scheduled to arrive here tomorrow. They will begin by making bids for the relic in question. It holds considerable power, you see. So of course the mages taking part in this Holy Grail war all wish to secure it for themselves. But the real problem is that each of the 3 warring gangs has backed a different mage. In other words, whoever wins this subspecies Holy Grail war will also win control of this city.
Ooh, yikes.
Yikes indeed. Suffice to say, our role here is to keep them all in check so as to minimize damage to the city. Or so I gather.
Why, so how do we do that?
Good question. We can't count on backup from Chaldea, and you and I have limited options at best. But I can tell from the expression on your face that we must find a way, no matter what. Very well, but there is little we can do now. At this point, it all comes down to tomorrow. So tomorrow, let's begin by seeing what course of action each group chooses to pursue.
Stop doing that with your fingers, jeez. So weird. Battling, oh. Don't mind if I do. Let's get you again, because I want to keep playing around with you. Sure, let's just stick with this, because whatever. I don't care. So let's see. What is your art change to? Can I even check? Nope. Okay. Well. It's fine by me. Morning. Wow, we just sleep in the bar, huh?
Good morning, Master. Tell me, have you ever considered running a bar, cafe once you've retired from mastering?
Real talk, opening like a little restaurant has always been like a dream of mine.
I bet you would enjoy it quite a bit if you partnered up with the young Miss Kyrielite.
Running a... Oh, okay. Bar, cafe? Probably a bar would be cooler. We get a vision. Welcome. I'll be your bartender for tonight. My name is Mash Kyrielite, and as a bartender, I thought I should suit up for the occasion. I can't drink alcohol myself, but I'll do my best with the cocktail shaking. Yeah, so cute. This is... God, playing this and Goddard Damrung at the same time is like... It's, two different views of the game.
Alright, I think that's enough daydreaming. It would seem the mages have arrived. I'm surprised to see all three of them here so early. Perhaps they couldn't just wait any longer.
Me and Mash.
Are you still wool gathering? Come on, snap out of it.
Wool gathering. That's new. Good day, everyone. Welcome to my home. Nice location. I'd love to requisition this place, land and all. I see you like to waste your time dwelling on trivialities, even when we're about to do battle.
Go ahead and think whatever you like. In the end, such thoughts are mere delusions. In a few days, you could waste your time grieving for the treasure you failed to claim. And here I thought we'd be seeing casters show up to represent these mages. I suppose we can take this as a sign that each of these mages is really quite battle-hungry.
Allow me to welcome you all once again. I'm honored to have you here in my home. But then, I guess there's no need to stand on ceremony, is there? You're all here for something I own, I'm aware of that. You also know that multiple sources are 99% sure that it's the genuine article. I expect then that you are all here to verify that last 10% in person. Yeah, pretty much. None of us would be amused if we came all this way only to have it turn out to be counterfeit. Agreed. I don't wish to sound demanding, but I would indeed like to see it for myself. Naturally, I wouldn't dream of trying to kill the others at this time. And neither would you, Count Vlad, correct?
Of course not. No true mage would be so foolish as to throw away their honor here. That would be an act of beasts, not men. I would never do anything to disturb this peace while this item's owner shows us such hospitality.
Thank you. Alright then, you may go see it for yourselves. This is the relic that has been passed down in my family for generations. A blood-stained leaf? The linden leaf that's stuck to the back of a heroic dragon slayer. Huh. It's real. This is definitely the genuine article. I may not have been a mage for very long, but I can recognize the real thing when I see it. Indeed, I can tell it is indeed what our host claims with merely a single look at its magnificence. Now I have no doubt with this in hand I would win this subspecies Holy Grail war.
I see. So this relic can serve as a catalyst with which to summon a powerful servant. Given that most such artifacts, such as the snake skin to come and summon the King of Heroes and the Gordian Knot to summon the King of Conquerors, have fallen into the Association's hands, this could well be the last of its kind in the entire world. For a relic like this, I would gladly take part in the Holy Grail War.
I'm glad to see you all understand. Well, now we know why it's Sieg who has this. I must ask you all pay richly for a chance to own this relic, but I think you will agree that it is well worth it. As I'm sure you all know, this leaf is a powerful catalyst that can be used to summon the great hero Siegfried, yep. Using this catalyst, your chances of summoning anyone else are negligible. It cannot be divided among you, however, as its effectiveness as a catalyst would be greatly compromised by the damage such division would cause. So only one of you may claim this relic. But no one need to be hurt to do so. That is certainly not what I want. That is why I will be holding the auction. I have faith that you're all able and willing to pay what this relic is worth.
Very nice.
Sorry, you're not. Same hair color, different person.
You understand, Master? All any of them care about is getting a jump at the others. Naturally, they're not afraid to get their hands dirty if it means gaining an edge. Depending on how things go, there may not even be an auction at all.
Isn't that dangerous?
Absolutely. Now then, how should we go about this?
Only one of us, huh? I'd love to resolve this peacefully if we could. As would I, but that is easier said than done. Isn't that right, Count Vlad?
Ezo.
What?
I need your entire fortune. That relic there is worth every penny of it.
Are you nuts? You want my entire fortune? Just to buy a damn leaf?
Silence. I don't mind letting you pretend to run the show in public. But if I fail to acquire that leaf, you will spend the rest of your life paying me back.
Huh. Looks like I've got a real shot at this. So in the end, it all comes down to money. Well, these are small-timers. They'll have to scrounge up every penny that they, so they can just have a chance.
Normally, a catalyst of this quality would be forever beyond our reach. Only those ranked Pride or higher would even get to see it.
I get this now. Those are the ranks of the association.
But since the only other mages here have loose ties to the association, that opens up a wealth of options.
I'll be holding the auction tomorrow. The only ones who will be allowed to bid are Alexander, Prince of Landling, and Vlad III. No exceptions. Even if any other mages catch wind of this auction and enter a bid higher than one of yours, we have no plans to alter the arrangement.
Perfect.
Alright, that's all for today. Please feel free to relax and enjoy yourselves until tomorrow. Of course, you are also free to take this time to put together as much money as you can if you wish. They're just going to say, of course you can fight, but no, you don't want to do that, but they will be doing that. They will absolutely be throwing hands right now. Mr. Moriarty and Tanner, was it? Tomorrow's when your work really begins. I'm counting on you.
Understood.
Great. Okay, see you later.
Well, we certainly have our work cut out for us, but for now, why don't we focus on the task at hand?
Wyvern control?
You got it.
Oh, wow. Just out of nowhere, huh? Just out of nowhere, huh? Huh. Okay. Are we fighting them in the ballroom, though? Nope. Well, oh, these guys have a bit more HP than before. Just a bit. The 50% boost is real good. Getting 50% more damage is a lot, actually. Like, a ridiculous amount of a lot. Okay. I mean, it's a lot, but it's not so much that, like, you know, you're one-shotting these guys always. You still gotta put in the effort. Okay. Get some stuff. I can literally not understand what he's saying. Like, I can't even tell what noises he's making. Like, when I hear Japanese, I can hear the noises, at least, and be like, okay, I can kind of put together what it is, but not what he's saying at all. Increased gauge. Okay, so let's, you know, what if we were, could we, like, team him up and do this? And then, like, this? Nice, that is something you can do. Cool. Alright. See if we can get his thing here. So close. You gonna try and poison someone? Yep, you. Well, hey, guess what, though? We have this. Let's give it a go. Pump that up. Okay, let's see what his, let's see what it looks like with this costume on. Okay, that's cool. I love the shot of him jumping in the sky there. That's rad. That looks so cool. Alright, let's get that. Oh, they don't... Oh, right. I put all the ones for the shaker bonuses. Whoops. Okay, well, that's fine. I like how in-game they're like, come back tomorrow, and in real life it's like, yeah, we gotta come back tomorrow. So that's interesting. Milk? Milky? Okay. Alright, I will see you guys in a bit for the next part. Hello everyone, another morning, another time to play some more of this. I am entirely out of QP. This is not good. This is a problem. Anyways, before we move... Oh, is it just a story thing? Oh, okay. But before we move on, we do have today's summon ticket, as well as because it is the 7th day in a row, I got another free summon ticket. So let's see what we get through the lottery. Fun times. Daily rolls, fun times. I know people are like, save them up, but it's like, I never get anything on these anyways, so who cares? I'm never gonna get anything good from one of these. Am I doing reverse psychology? Perhaps. Oh, it's an assassin. Is it Jinkei? It's Jekyll and Hyde, of course. Well, that's some QP. That's some free QP, man. I'll take that. It's gonna be a craft essence. Hey! It's them! The beautiful ones! Don't mind if I do. 5% Noble Fanta. Okay. Let's do this. 1-2 Wait Rider. I still need to warm up. I don't think he's listening. With light shimmering through the beautiful stained glass. It's another day of practicing singing to music from the pipe organ. Hang in there, you quirky choir. Is that Sieg? Okay, that's Sieg. That's Astolfo, obviously. Prince of Lanling? I can't tell, but okay, sure, alright. Sure. Yeah, I'm completely out of QP. I tried leveling up King Protea, and that just absolutely destroyed all my QP. Anyways, my Fleeting Fate. Boy, every time Fate is said as the name, it makes me just go, haha. Because that's the title. That's what it is. It's Fate Grand Order. I yell out my Fleeting Fate when I don't get my 5 stars.
They say good wine makes good blood, but it can also be just as good at making bad blood. How many times have we heard of someone committing an egregious breach of etiquette while under the influence? I've heard mages have a way of neutralizing alcohol's effects, but I expect that only applies to the dangers of extreme overconsumption. Once they are intoxicated, they are surely just as likely to loosen their lips as anyone else, especially when speaking to ordinary bartenders like us. So why don't we start by bringing Alexander in here and see what we can learn from him? Though I would like to ask that you do the talking if you don't mind. I'll stick to the occasional interjection.
Yeah, why's that?
Well, my young friend, once you reach a certain age, it becomes extremely difficult not to always appear shady, particularly in younger company.
Well, it's also because you're James Moriarty. It's not just because you're old. Alcohol. I'm not sure I understand. You want me to have a drink now, under these circumstances? Oh, okay, they have a saying for this in China. You can't catch a tiger cub without getting into a tiger's den. In other words, nothing ventured, nothing gained. The other two have been mages a lot longer than me. So if I want to get ahead, I've just got to leap in without fear. Is he Alexander to represent his inexperience with being a mage? Besides, I'm sure you two have some useful information of your own.
Here you go.
No sign of magical energy, let alone poison. But I guess that's to be expected. So, what do you call this?
This is a dry martini, the king of cocktails. Seeing how you have an air of royalty about you, I thought it would be fitting.
Never heard of it.
That's because it is yet to be invented.
Dang, time travel bartender. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's okay for you to drink, right? You're saying I look underage? Don't worry, I'm not. I'm just doing what I can to keep the ravages of time at bay. Though, of course, I don't expect any other mages would take it easy on me just because I look like a kid. Think you got a shot at the auction? That's what I came here to find out. Can I get another one of these?
Here's the information I gave you earlier, Master.
Well, let's see. Okay, so in the triangle, this guy was... I don't know. Well, let's tell him about Izo's. Well, Izo's organization is... Now I see, so all three groups are dancing on a razor's edge. Well, damn. Now what do I do? I originally contracted Diarmid's group because I heard they were the biggest player here. But if they're that closely tied to the city, that's really going to hold me back. Not to mention that between the three of us mages, my family's got the shortest history. Is there a problem with that? Mages are all about passing power down through generations. My family's only been at it for 300 years. But those two have families that go back 500 and 700 years. That said, my magecraft is pretty well suited to combat, so that could tip the scales in my favor. Well suited to combat. Yep. You know about centaurs, right? Yes. Legendary half-human, half-horse creatures. I have one in my stable of servants. Yeah, sure do. I'm sure they were incredibly fast, but that's not the only reason they were so strong. No, they were strong because they focused all their attention on pinpoint precision with their arrows, even while running at those incredible speeds. Concentration is key, not just in magecraft, but in everything. If people could concentrate like a centaur, it would improve their abilities tenfold across the board. Even if you don't have a lot of magical energy to work with, if you focus, you could squeeze every last drop you have right into your magical circuits. Like an energy-efficient battery. Battery?
Think of it as a kind of energy engine. So you use... Oh, this is before batteries. So use your body so effectively that you're able to boost not just your combat abilities, but all abilities. Quite the superhuman training regimen.
Anyway, you're gonna pump the other mages for information too, right? I sure would appreciate it if you let me in on what you learned too. Oh boy, we're getting entrenched in all three.
A major tries his hardest to compensate for being the weakest. That's an admirable attitude with which to go into battle. But it would seem to make him something of a poor ally for Diomed.
How so?
Left to his own devices, Alexander would surely do whatever it takes to win. But Diomed is more concerned with playing by the rules and winning fairly and honorably. It may not be an issue in the beginning, but by the end, the disparity in their methods could very well spell their doom. Now then, why don't we see what that Prince of Lan Ling has to say?
Are we getting all them? Alcohol, huh? I see nothing to fear. I would have no trouble breaking alcohol down with one hand tied behind my back after all. What? Are you an alchemist? I'm happy to drink this if it will help me acquire information.
Coming right up, sir.
Alright, what are we making him?
Here's your cocktail. This is called a silver bullet.
Ironic. Silver bullet.
Indeed. That is what you use when slaying monsters, is it not?
So it's a good luck charm, is it? Well, I suppose I'll need all the help I can get. Alexander I can handle, but Vlad is a formidable opponent. What if you and Alexander teamed up? That's a good idea. And I'm sure Alexander would also prefer to go up against me rather than Vlad. But I don't think Yang King would go for that. Again, I suppose if I want to know, I'll have to ask. And he does need to understand that Vlad III is our greatest threat. What's Count Vlad like as a mage? Well, the rumor is that he uses blood as a catalyst for his magecraft. Whether that's true or not, I do know that both his magical crest and magical circuits are stellar. His magecraft may not be focused on combat, but I doubt he will have any trouble keeping up. As for Alexander, imitating the centaurs, huh? If that's true, it would seem to have very narrow applications, but I suppose it would be better than... I suppose it would also be rather difficult to predict. Thank you for the drink, it was delicious. I think I'll go see if Alexander would be... amenable? 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 That's a word, yep. To working together. What is my magecraft like? How silly to think I would tell you that. The very basis of magecraft is secrecy. That is as true today as it was in ancient times. That said, it would not be difficult to figure out if you examined my magical lineage. I hope tomorrow's auction goes smoothly for all our sakes.
Alright, that just leaves Count Vlad, though who knows if he'll actually come.
He will.
Yep, I have come. You have. How in the world did you convince him? It's simple, bartender. Your pupil there was unfailingly polite when he expressed his wish to entertain me. It was clear that he meant every word, and I intuited no signs of malice whatsoever, and so it is only proper that I accept his invitation lest it reflect poorly on me as a mage. Now, come and celebrate my victory, bartender. Very well. May I suggest a Bloody Mary?
Of course you would suggest a Bloody Mary.
You may. I know nothing of alcohol and its
uniqueness.
In any case,
I hate words that are tough to say. Intricacies, that's it. Of course it's a Bloody Mary. Of course that's what we're making him.
I see. So that bastard Prince of Lan Ling told you about my magecraft, did he? Even if he did avoid going into detail, I can't say I enjoy having someone else share my secrets. Not to mention, it seems a tad unfair that he insists on keeping his own magecraft a secret. So go ahead and tell Alexander this. Prince of Lanling's magecraft is based on beauty. He uses curses to entrance his targets and bring about their downfall.
That is ironic that he's not with the Armored then.
However, while that may work on ordinary men, it will have no effect on me. If anything, it is Alexander who may hope to stand against me.
Oh, why's that? Oh, the centaur thing?
All that remains is to see how much money Izo is able and willing to pony up, but these men are no fools. They are willing to make great sacrifices if it means gaining control of this city. I still don't know much about alcohol, but I do like this brilliant red color. Once I've obtained the catalyst for myself, I think I'll celebrate with another one of these Bloody Marys.
Like, both the Bloody and the Mary part is, like, perfect for him. Because he's super religious.
Well, he was certainly the most imposing, wasn't he? He also seems not so much guarded as oblivious.
Yeah, I'll go with oblivious.
Alright, now that we've got more information to work with, let's see if we can make some sense of it. First of all, while these mages share a name, body, and personality with the servants they appear to be, they are not actually those servants. I trust you already understand that. The Vlad III
Oh, sorry, wrong one.
we spoke to may sound the same one we know, but in reality he may speak completely differently, even boorishly. For that matter, Prince of Lanling may not even be from China. But we perceive them as the servants we know, and thus hear their words in a way matching that perception. The same thing happens whenever we speak to them. Before our words can reach our brains, they are processed to fall in line with their perceptions.
Okay. Oh, that's complicated, but sure.
That is why we can address an ordinary mage as Vlad III without causing any problems.
I don't know if I can keep this all straight.
If you think that's confusing, wait till you hear the next part. Since each of the three gangs are working with one of the mages, you might think there are only 3 factions at play here. But in actuality, there are 6. Each faction is trying to obtain power and treasure to realize their own ambitions. And we
are gonna make sure none of them succeed?
Exactly. As for our exact plan of action, I think that can wait until tomorrow. If I've read the situation correctly, something will happen at the auction. For the time being, we had best take the opportunity to rest while we can prepare for tomorrow. Well, good night.
Oh? I was gonna say, the skip button didn't go away. I can't sleep. Again, we sleep at the bar? That's a bit weird. It's a bit strange. Going for a midnight stroll?
Oh, up already? It's not even daybreak yet.
I just couldn't seem to fall asleep.
I see. In that case, perhaps it would help if I told you a story from my own admittedly checkered past.
This feels a bit weird, but sure.
In truth, much of my life was actually quite dull. What's that? Is it because I'm a fictional character? I'm not so sure. Am I a fictional character? Or did James Moriarty truly exist at some point? The events that make up my past truly happen. At this point, that is really not so important as a distinction as you might think, almost like we're all in a video game as is. All that really matters is that I'm here now. My childhood memories are all rather hazy. There's only one thing that I remember from them. Equations. I remember their clean lines, their cleanliness, the beauty inherent in their structure, how gentle they could be, and how terrifying. It is thanks to equations that one can determine precisely when a ball will land once thrown. I think, back when I was just a boy, I would often ponder why no one else seemed to realize their appeal. Once I had reached what most would consider an adult age, I wrote a book, The Dynamics of an Asteroid. But it never saw the light of day, thanks to the mathematicians who saw it buried before it took off. But honestly, I can't say I was surprised. I knew all too well how petty and guarded people could be. All the more so when they realized the terrifying implications of my book. Still, despite my lack of surprise, I was at a loss at how to respond. How, then, was I to verify the equation therein? I remember cocking my head and thinking to myself, now what am I going to do? I don't want to go my whole life without ever knowing if the equation was correct or not. This may make me sound like a petulant child, but I simply did not like that idea, not one bit. I was sure I could prove my equation was correct. I had to prove it was correct. So I decided to turn to evil.
Why?
I suppose I cannot possibly expect you to understand that part now. I wanted to prove beyond all doubt how beautiful and terrifying my equation was. So I swore I would do whatever I must to make it happen and eliminate anyone who stood in my way. From there, I devoted myself solely to calculating one thing. How could I go about proving this equation to the world at large? And the conclusion I reached was that I must turn to evil. As an evil man, I would use this equation to wreak destruction upon the world. Now, my next step was to form an organization. I mixed intricate schemes into evil that typically tended towards straightforward simplicity. I provided wisdom and intelligence to things that typically resorted to brute strength and violence. I piled up evil deeds upon evil deeds until one day, that cursed detective brought me to justice.
What did you expect, though?
A fair point. From my perspective, I thought I was just advising everyone to take notice of me. But once they started calling me genius, scum, morally bankrupt, monster, and then the Napoleon of crime, well, I suppose I let all that go to my head. But regardless, Tanner, even with all that said, I don't regret my decision to turn to a life of evil. There is one, no, two reasons for that. I enjoyed myself immensely. Yes, I admit, I truly am morally bankrupt. But in spite of that, or perhaps because of it, I can say without a doubt that few have enjoyed their lives so thoroughly as I enjoyed mine. It was grand fun to see people playing into my hands, and even more fun to see them falling into my traps, or watching them stumble off a cliff, or trip on a pebble, or have a vase come crashing down on them was some of the greatest moments of hilarity I ever witnessed.
Wow, talk about chaotic evil.
Indeed. Of course, it isn't as though I was riding high for the rest of my life. I met my end tumbling down the Reichenbach Falls. It was a miserable end, but properly befitting a criminal like myself, and to make matters worse, the man I tried to drag down with me ended up surviving. I remember how ashy gray the sky was that day. This time was neither morning nor evening. How the icy cold waters seemed to scream like machine gun fire. It's quite strange, really. Why in the world did I challenge him to a fist fight? If I am merely fictional, then I'm sure I did so purely to satisfy the demands of the plot. But if I did actually exist, then I think I understand. I must have wanted to show him what a villain like me is truly made of. I'll right back to bed with you. Surely you must now be bored enough to drift right off.
What's the second reason you don't regret your decision?
Oh, come on now. Do I really have to spell it out? As if it wasn't for my life of crime, I would have never gotten to meet you. Now, don't be bashful. Even aged gentlemen like me are, at times, prone to sentiment. Alright, that's quite enough. Off to bed with you. Good night.
God, if I was a woman, I would be gushing right now. Holy crap, how smooth is he? Jeez. Holy crap. Alright. Well, that's that. I'm going to stop this video now and go record more of Lost Spelt 2. This isn't confusing at all because this is all going to be in one video and those videos will go up first. What? Whatever. Okay, see you guys in a bit. Hello everyone, welcome back for some more of this. We're continuing on with this event here. We did get ourselves another glass, which is, you know what time that is. It's time for us to get ourselves another summon ticket. Fourth glass. Hmm. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Oh, he's still going, huh? I like that. I didn't know that they got unique lines. That's neat. Alright, fourth is unlucky. Shall we see if that's the case? Watch me, like, get this, and it's like, congratulations, you got banned from the game. That would suck. I would cry. I would actually cry. What do we get on number 4? How lucky is number 4? Answer. It's another Under the Knife. Hey, it's actually our first Under the Knife, huh? Nice. Someone pointed out that that's the Rio art down there. I like that. I like that. All right. Well, let's continue on with this story then. We got ourselves a battle with some Soyvents. So let's go with I mean, we could also go with a Berserker, because if he gets bonus damage, heck yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. What's a good Berserker for us? I don't want to use Xiang Yu yet, just because of the fact that I haven't seen him in the story. I like to hold off for ones that are clearly tied to the story before using them. So that's just where I'm at. However, I'll use Hijikata Toshizo, because I haven't used him yet, I don't think. And let's go with Just Strong. Go with Chu. Go with Chu. Go with Chu. Change you out for a Strong Lanza. You got you. Actually, we'll move you there. Move you there. You're there. You're there. Sounds good. Okay. Yeah, that should be good. Okay. All right. Well, let's actually. Yeah, let's do that. Sorry, Mash. This is the boys' club. You can hang out, but just not too much, okay? Because this is the boys' time. And actually, let's get that switch. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's go. You're just there to fill up a slot that's worth 0. Okay. Another day. Time for the auction, huh?
All right, let's see what happens today.
Come quick. The relic's been stolen.
Did you say stolen?
Okay, right off the bat, Moriarty stole it. Right off the bat. Oh, it's scary seeing them all on edge like this.
Not one word. Anything could set them off right now.
As you can see, the Linden Leaf, the perfect catalyst which to summon Siegfried the Dragon Slayer, has been stolen. What sort of security measures did you have in place? As I demonstrated all 6 of you yesterday, I didn't leave it anywhere that an ordinary thief could take it. True, but that wouldn't be much help if the thief was a skilled mage.
Oh, I'm surprised to hear you so willingly give voice to your own ineptitude. That aside, I can say from what I saw yesterday that the Catalyst defenses focused on alerts.
What's that mean?
It means that we should have heard an alarm blaring throughout the mansion, no matter how it was stolen.
That security spell's been passed down in my family for generations, but I'm not a mage, so I have no idea how it works.
You too. As mages yourself, surely you understand. Magecraft may be capable of anything, but is far from perfect. To steal the catalyst without setting off the alarm would require 2 skilled mages working together. Even I could not do this alone.
So what, you're saying that the 2 of us are in cahoots? If you ask me, I think it's more likely that the owner faked his theft so he could keep his heirloom for himself. I can only say that I would never do such a thing. I have no reason to want to keep it for myself. It's nothing but a burden for me. As it plays such a valuable part in Holy Grail Wars, there are no end of people who have designs on it. Trust me, I have no irrational attachment to it just because it happens to be a family heirloom. Well then, who did steal it? Now, what do we do? This is quite the pretty pickle. Young King, given that the blame for this theft lies with Sieg, I suggest we... Now I see, it was you. Oh, interesting. Care to repeat that? No, it's okay. You don't have to hide it. I mean, you and Sieg go way back, right? Makes perfect sense for you to cut a deal ahead of time. How dare you! Yeah, act offended all you want. Doesn't change the fact you're still the most likely suspect. Well. I knew not to expect much in the way of manners from a man of the sea. But if you're willing to goad us into a fight, you have more guts than I thought. Just so we're clear, I didn't steal it. If anything, I had a better chance in the auction. It wouldn't make sense for me to go to the trouble of stealing it. I did not steal it either. If anyone who were to have motive to steal it, wouldn't that be the skilled mage with the least money to spend? Oh, makes sense to me. Your family might have a long history, but they haven't done well keeping up with the times. The whole reason you're taking part in this subspecies Holy Grail War is because you need money, right? Prince of Lanling and I both have money to spare, so there's no reason for either of us to assume the risks involved with stealing it.
That sounds like a challenge to me.
Wait, please wait, I'm begging you, don't fight here. I have a suggestion. Everyone here, human and mage alike, has their own possible motives and their own reasons to be suspected. So I say we at least let everyone make their case to someone impartial without any stake in this outcome. I don't like where this is going.
Indeed, you have every reason not to.
Mr. Moriarty, Tanner, I'd like you two to be the judges. I do not, however, want you selecting suspects. I only want you to determine who we can rule out. Once we know that, we should be able to resolve this. What do you think, Moriarty?
That's fine with me, of course. However, we have one condition.
What is it?
It's simple. We can't leave ourselves open to accusations of bribery, or this will all be for naught. So I would like a mage from the opposing faction to be present during our questioning. For example, when we speak to Alexander, I would request that either Count Vlad or Prince of Lanling be present. Though, of course, I will also insist they refrain from comment during the proceedings.
That sounds safe and reasonable. I trust you all are okay with that?
Fine with me. Then I shall go first. One of you come with me.
Alright, I'll go. This is really interesting. He's just chilling out in the back, huh?
The thief is almost certainly Prince of Lanling.
How can you be so sure?
I know that I did not steal it. And Alexander has the least reason to steal it himself. Thus, by the process of elimination, it must be the Prince of Lanling. He is the only mage whose power is ill-suited to fighting in the Holy Grail War. And if he wished to resell it, he would not want to waste his own money in an auction. Furthermore, Prince of Lanling's magecraft is particularly well suited to thievery. He could have easily used his beauty to manipulate others into doing his bidding.
Let us not forget, Count Vlad, that you have just as much motive as he does. Yeah, they did say you're having some financial difficulties.
That is true, but I was also quite confident in my chances at victory. I would never resort to petty larceny to acquire what I desire, and so I believe the guilty party is Prince of Lanling, and ask that you proceed accordingly. That is all I have to say.
Oh, now he sits at the back while we talk to Alexander? Okay. No, Lanling, okay. So Count Vlad will be keeping an eye on me, huh? I think it was Alexander, though. Huh? Why's that? From where I stand, he is the most suspicious of those present by far. Yes, on the surface, it may seem like he has the least motive. He certainly is the richest of us, thanks to his dealings with legitimate businesses. But if you consider it from a different angle, wealth is all he has. He has no connections to the Mage Association, so taking part in the subspecies Holy Grail War is the only hope he has to advance. If he failed to win the auction, we'd have nothing left at all.
I'm not sure I follow. How would losing the auction leave him any worse off than before, then?
You mean you didn't know? We each had to pay an enormous fee just for the opportunity to bid, and we don't get it back if we lose. So if by chance he did end up losing the auction, he would be no more than he would then be more penniless than a third-rate he would then be no more than a penniless third-rate mage. Reading is tough, whereas Count Vlad and I both have our legacies to fall back on. So immediately my thought is, well, then why would he steal it? Why would he steal it? If it's stolen, he wouldn't get the money back. Right? So then why that makes no sense. Seems to me that the ability, or lack thereof, to pick oneself up again after a setback would be a substantial motive, don't you agree? I disagree, because he wouldn't get the money back, probably? Are you going to accuse Count Vlad? Is it going to be everyone doing it? Is it going to be everyone doing it for the one who's not there? Whatever the others might say, I know I didn't take it. So I can only guess it was Count Vlad. Of course! I'm pretty sure Prince of Lanling has enough money to go toe-to-toe with me in an auction after all. Of course, if push came to shove, he would have always resorted to taking it by force. But if that was his plan, he could have just waited until after the auction was over. So yeah, I think I have to go with Count Vlad here. I'm pretty sure the Count has thought of some kind of plan. I'm sure he was just bluffing. He might be a talented mage, but it still would have been risky for him to come under the spotlight there. Not to mention Izo's gang doesn't seem like they'd be of much help. Oh hey, I just remembered we had a deal, didn't we? Did you find anything useful? Count Vlad, he uses this. I'm not going to do it with Landling in the room. Blood Magecraft? Blood is definitely an important catalyst for Magecraft. And if his family's been developing it for hundreds of years, it could be something miraculous, combat-oriented or not. Anyway, figuring out which of them stole it isn't automatically going to bring it back. Wait, hang on, I just had a thought. Maybe someone in one of the city's gangs got greedy. That relic is damn near priceless after all. Somebody might have gotten in touch with another mage to try and sell for an even higher price. Anyway, that's all I've got to say. I think it was Moriarty. I still do.
Care for a drink? For you, I've got water and dihydrogen monoxide. Which would you prefer?
That's also just water.
You know I can't go letting you have alcohol. Anyway, I'd say we've learned some rather interesting tidbits so far. Every one of them insists they had not committed the theft, and they all named someone different for the culprit. Money, skill in wagecraft, timing. All three of them enjoy success in one area, but none of them have it all.
Then how are we supposed to tell who did the crime?
A good question, to be sure. Each of them is suspicious, each had motive, and certainly each had opportunity. On top of all that, not one of them has an alibi. A wonderfully convenient state of affairs for whoever is behind this, wouldn't you agree?
Look at that smile, huh? What do you mean by that?
Oh, come now, don't tell me you've forgotten. This all took place in the past, so I happen to know what occurs next. With each side's agent suspecting the other, the three gangs will wage a battle so fierce that it envelops the entire city, resulting in tremendous loss of life. At least, that is the outcome as I heard it.
Now that you mention it...
But we still have to stop that from happening, don't we? Now then, given what we already know and what we just learned, I did some digging of my own. Eavesdropping on the various gang members' conversations, stealing a glance at their ledgers, that sort of thing. And as it turns out...
Well, I know a lot more than I did before, but... Oh, if it isn't the apprentice bartender. Hey, good evening. That's me. You shouldn't be wandering around so late at night, not with this mansion's security so lax. It's kind of refreshing hearing him talk like this. I was born in this city, you know. I plan to die here as well. That may not mean much to you since you're not from here, but for me, there could be no better end. But with each year that passes, there seems less and less likely. Between all these telegrams now and ships circling the globe, the world just gets smaller. And while I've never seen one myself, they say even they have ships that can fly nowadays. Ships that allowed this city to flourish, and now everyone wants to share the profit for themselves. I just hope to prevent that desire from profit breaking out into a war. Are you thinking about retiring? How did you know that? Yes, I am. To think I have been in this game for as long as I can stand. Anyway, I better be on my way. The wind is absolutely freezing. So the geezer's finally acting his age. Hear that, apprentice? The old man wants to retire, huh? What a joke. Once he retires, that'll be it. Said it'll become one big battleground. Me and young King will fight each other tooth and nail for control of the place. And in the end, some outside will just come waltzing in and take it for themselves. City's only gonna get bigger and bigger. Can't go closing it off to the outside world. Can't blame young King's gang for going wild sometimes. Frankly, people have even started complaining about them to me. They say they see them being rowdy at restaurants or getting drunk and all kinds of petty stuff like that. Are you sure you don't want to reconcile with him? Believe me, I wish it were that simple. People in our business don't take the peaceful approach seriously. Not just the way of the world. By the way, that bartender friend of yours is pretty strong, isn't he? From the looks of it, I'd say he's... Nah, never mind. You don't seem the bloody sort. Nothing wrong with that. Only the world was a little simpler. I wonder who's gonna come talk to us now. Oh, actually, no? No young kid. Oh, yeah, here we go. Hey, it's the apprentice kid. Figure out who the thief is? On second thought, don't tell me. I think it'd only complicate things if I found out now. I saw Izo grumbling. Did something happen? Looks like he's got it rough. And of course, his men are all brutes. He's the only one in the gang who actually thinks before he acts. Still, I know what he means when he says he wishes the world were simpler. It's been 20 years since me and my crew wound up in this city, but they still refuse to accept us. It's hard not to get a bit depressed when you can't even go out for a meal and not have it be a big deal for people to bitch about. So I decided to bring everyone together. To make the city admit they needed us. For now, we've got mages involved and we're all fighting for control of some weird relic. I don't even know what to make of it. Life is freaking bizarre and there's no knowing what's what, you know? It sounds like you've got it rough too. Some things you just have to suffer for. At least that's what I want to think. Though honestly, I'd rather be living on Easy Street. I mean, who wouldn't? So don't go making the same mistake I did, kid. Make sure you choose a fun life, not a hard one. Oh, you have no idea. That's what I'm trying to do. Tell you what, if you ever decide to settle down in the city, that's when I'll listen to your sob story. But anyway, I probably shouldn't be seen talking with you for too long. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Can't say I approve of you going off on these nighttime walks without a servant. But then there are guards from all three gangs keeping an eye on things. I suppose the odds of something dangerous happening are... happening right now. Well now, how was that for timing? But what could they possibly be thinking going after us? I'm not sure whether they're out to make a show of their incompetence or to actually take out their rivals. In the end, it won't matter if they manage to take us out or not. Just the fact they tried is an egregious violation of trust. As for why they would go to such deplorable lengths. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Once again, now is not the time.
Come on, we need to fight.
Right you are. They all have their firearms trained on us. That they all have their firearms trained on us would seem to be a clear expression of hostile intent. So I have no compunction against crushing this lot. Oh, and by the way, this may come as a surprise to you, but I am quite potent in a fight. Alright then, let's show these goons what for, my young bartender master.
Yeah, I mean, I have used you in a fight, but I'm not going to use you for this one because I just want big boonga. Okay. So let's do some of this. Oh man, battling these guys with like high-level servants is gonna make this go super easy. Ah. Okay, oh, he's potioning. Oh, he's trying. Oh yeah, this is way beyond what we need to do. Look, I've been playing Lost Spelts and ultra-high difficulty quests, so like this is like completely wild for me. Wow, we did not kill you? We did. Thank you, Curse, for coming in handy. Dark Knight Assailants, huh? Well, let's go. Some of this. Ah, didn't even need that one. Okay. Well, let's see how we do. And finish him off. Look at that. No worries. Easy peasy. Oh my god, how far are you away? You're like so close. What's all this commotion? Huh? I thought I heard gunshots.
Oh, don't worry, everything's under control, just a slight misunderstanding. I assure you we're quite alright. Now, go on, get out of here. Listen to me. If you three get mixed up in this now, it'll only make the situation worse.
Alright. Young King, Izo, I trust you're both okay with that? Fine by me. I'm going to bed. I've had enough of this shit for one day.
There we go. I don't think you would have gained any pertinent information from questioning them anyway. Now then, tell me, Master, who do you think sent those thugs after us?
I think I know.
Diarmid, Young King, Izo, Alexander, Prince of Lanling, Vlad III? Every one of them is a viable suspect. They all have motive and opportunity and the money with which to hire the thugs we've just dispatched.
Or those shadow thugs are the security measure in place for those who steal the leaf. They mark the one who they pursue. In this case, they came from Moriarty, who stole it himself.
However, just because they had motive, opportunity, and money to send people after us, does it necessarily follow that they did so? What do you think?
I don't think any of them are the type to go after someone like me.
Yes, exactly. The rules for these kinds of skirmishes don't apply to you. They are, of course, citizens of the underworld and mages, respectively. Were it truly necessary to achieve their goals, I have no doubt they would kill us. But by that same token, they would not go out of their way to kill us when there is no pressing need to do so. Anyway, tonight is the final night, marking tomorrow the final morning. The morning when everyone shall draw the losing straw and lose something precious to them. Alright, Master, let's bring the case to a neat, tidy close. Oh ho! Ho ho! I'm bold British man. Brr.
Well, I think, is tomorrow's the final one? Seems like it. Seems like it. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. And we got a new grinding quest, which would be good, because I want to get them so that I can grind, Oh, never mind. Those are that ones there. The only ones that I really want to get are these really right now. And then probably a couple just proofs and level up tokens. That's really it. It's really all I need. I've got the Spiritron key. I've got a lot of those. I've got all those. So it's like, yeah, not a ton else that I really need. This isn't a very grinding heavy thing, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, guys, I will see you next time for some more. For the final probably part of this event, which will be tomorrow morning for me. So I'll see you then for that. All right, here we are, the final day. Old Spider. Wonder who that is. In this quest, you will form your party immediately before the battle begins. I like that. Thank you for telling me. That is a good feature that should be for most battles in the game. I like it, I like it. I wonder if it's because I decide who we fight, perhaps? I don't know, we'll have to see. Alright, let's see who's behind this caper. It's almost assuredly Moriarty, but I could be wrong. Oh, everyone's in the room. Alright, Mr. Moriarty, tell us what you found out.
Very well. May I have everyone's attention, please? As you know, a priceless relic was stolen from this estate. Yesterday, my apprentice and I talked to all of you on behalf of our employer, Mr. Sieg, to make sure nothing had been overlooked. To leap ahead somewhat and begin with the conclusion, each of you has your own reasons for being a perfectly viable suspect. Mr. Diarmid is on the brink of retirement. Young King is worried about his subordinate's future. Mr. Izo is concerned with how the growing marine transport industry will encroach on his business. But the one thing you all have in common is that none of you can throw caution to the wind. Should one of you step out of line, the others will devour you, so you wait. Then one day Mr. Sieg shows up, offering to let you bid on an invaluable relic. No doubt that news nearly gave your heart palpitations. Surely this would be your chance you've been waiting for. A chance for something to change. Am I correct so far?
I'd say so. Young King and Izo probably had realized this, but yes, I have been thinking of retiring. Though of course I would never do so while leaving my work unfinished.
And that brings us to my first point. You wish to break this stalemate, so you mean to acquire the relic. This is, however, far from the true equation. While the three mages see it as their ticket to a surefire victory, and each wishes to get his hands on it no matter the cost, the three gang leaders don't care who gets it, for the stalemate will be broken regardless. Thus, none have any real motive to steal it. In fact, they have a clear motive not to.
Okay, since it sounds like you've taken me off the suspect list, I'm just gonna ask, what's the motive?
Tell me, what would you think if one organization suddenly came into a great deal of money under these circumstances?
Well, I'd probably suspect that they stole the relic and sold it. Ah, got it.
There you are. In essence, as long as the current state of affairs continues, none of you are free to move any large sums around, whether from selling the relic or anything else. I imagine that'd be quite a serious problem for an organization, no? Especially yours, Mr. Izo.
Well, I wasn't planning on keeping this secret, but I am expecting a nice bit of cash in the near future. If I stole that relic, you'd all only have more reason to suspect me.
Precisely. All of this to say that the three gang leaders each have their own reasons for wanting the auction to go ahead. Even if Mr. Diamond had lost, it would give him a perfect excuse to retire, to gracefully bow out. After all, Mr. Yang King's goal was only ever to ensure his subordinates would be accepted by the city. If either party had stolen the relic, that would cause problems that no amount of money could resolve. As for Mr. Izo's reasons, well, we just went over those mere moments ago. We would seem to be left with one of the mages, but this is just as implausible. Why is that?
Because the auction's results were far from a foregone conclusion, because nobody knows for sure how it's all gonna... I'm gonna go with the top one.
Exactly. If one of them were to engage in foul play, he would still need to wait for the auction's results first. Between his and Mr. Diamond's funds, Mr. Alexander was quite confident in his chances at winning the auction. Prince of Landling was less sure in his bidding prospects, but he also believed he had a chance at charming the relic off whoever did win. As for Count Vlad, if he ended up losing the auction, he had every intention of seizing the relic by force. Of course, any true mage would be willing to get his hands dirty when necessary, but that willingness to use violence does not come at the expense of my good sense. And employing that sense suggests there is nothing to be gained in stealing the relic. As such, I would never do so.
Hold on. How is seizing the relic any different from stealing it?
Stealing is an act of thievery. Seizing it by force is simply a noble doing what he must...
Oh, that's semantics.
That is the crucial difference. There you have it. Every one of our guests, be they mage or gang member, had their honor on the line. But the culprit feared letting the relic go more than he did its theft. If he were to let it get away from him even once, everything his family had passed down for generations would be lost. That would remain the case even if he managed to steal it back later. Thus, the relic leaving his possession was the one thing the culprit simply couldn't bear.
Isn't that right, Sieg? Oh, for real? Really? Okay. Yeah, that's true. I'm the only one here with something I need to protect, even if it means reducing myself to thievery. The relic my family has kept for generations had been tainted by the subspecies Holy Grail War. It became a catalyst meant for summoning Siegfried. Isn't that a great honor? My family respects the true Siegfried. We have no interest in a pale imitation. Then you planned this whole thing! Yes, this was my intention right from the start. I'd hope your suspicions of one another would be strong enough to prompt you to wipe each other out. Oh, okay. There was plenty of fuel for that fire, after all. Though my criminal consultant did warn me not to take matters that far. Criminal consultant, huh?
Whistling innocently.
Okay. Once the mages and the leaders of all three gangs were dead, the gang members would rampage about, killing anyone who even looked like a potential rival. At that point, nobody would stop to wonder where I went. It would be all but impossible for anyone to track down the Linden Leaf. Izo. Right. Oh? And there's one more thing I was lying about. I'm a mage too. What just happened? Oh, anime. Izo. Damn it! He jumped out the window after him! Alright, well I guess we're battling Sieg, huh? What? Don't tell me you're giving up already. I'm not. I just didn't want to wreck my home with my magecraft. I have quite the collection of precious artifacts and books inside, you understand. You and I have been good friends for a long time, but no more! Fire! Hey, bada bing, bada boom, you's gonna die. An AT field. Sorry, but guns won't work on me. Ah! Ah, right in the pastrami's. Fine then, close combat it is. Get hold of yourself, Diarmid, he's a mage. If bullets didn't phase him, what good do you think swords will do? Young King's right, calm down. I can't believe he had us fooled this whole time. Stand back, we'll handle this.
Very well then, the winner of this battle shall claim the relic. Are we agreed?
You sneaky bastard, all right then. Fine with me.
Just as I planned. Step aside, my good gang leaders. All right, master, I trust you know what to do.
Ready your weapon, archer.
Very good. Let's get the opening battle of the subspecies Holy Grail War started.
And the music's all nice and peaceful, which is very strange. Alright, so, well, if it's Sieg, then he's a caster, right? So let's get ourselves a strong rider, actually. Rider? Or Merlin is also good for the stall tactics. So if we want kill caster, except let's take you and because, well, you're pretty good, but let's take you and replace you with, you don't have a bonus, but I want to use you. We're going to use you to get that sick bonus. You'll be up here providing coverage for them. Actually, then we can switch you off to Rider. You're there. You're in the back. We're gonna give you bond points. Why not? I doubt I'm gonna get many. I don't even need much of those, so I'm gonna switch these off too. Let's see here. Let's go with you. Well, let's Origin Bullet. Let's do Origin Bullets, man. Why not? Just bonus damage, yo. You can get, you need a quick one, Quick and Buster. That sounds good. I'm going to switch you off. I want to get you leveled up, so I'm just putting you in just for that. Then other than that, we'll get you a cheap one. Just to have it there. I want your thing. I want your bonds, man. Go like that. Okay. Righty-o. Well, I think let's give this a go. I love it when battles work like that. It's great. Alright. At least I hope he's still caster, right? He is! Oh, this is cool. Sieg the mage cannot use his noble phantasm. Well, that's good. Thank you for just telling me? I'll take it. I like it, but it's interesting that it just tells me. Okay, let's work on getting some of this. People have also informed me that, because the part with me getting King Protea has now gone up, people have informed me that she gets an even better skill on her growth after, which makes it so that every time growth occurs, she also gets more Noble Phantasm resistance. That's buck wild. That's incredible. I cannot even believe that. Alright, get you some more. Now, mind you, the difficulty rating on this is not going to be anywhere near where I need what I'm using this team with. It's way easier, but that's alright. Alright, and let's go. Keep it going. Just get those blues so that we can get some strong phantasms going. Okay. God, Protea and Merlin seems like a disgusting combo. I'm gonna be super real. That feels like something that shouldn't be allowed. Growth plus HP. Protea plus Match plus Merlin is going to be disgustingly good. Lineage Excitation. Charge gain. Okay, interesting. So next turn, we're going to definitely need to use... Yeah, let's pop this. And then otherwise, let's do this. And everyone's good to go, huh? Attack up. We're going to probably kill him before he can even do anything. Buster up. Let's do it on... Let's do it on you. And let's do Buster up. And let's do Noble Phantasm up. And let's do... Remove your buffs. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, huh? 1, 2, 3. Let's see how we do. Let's absolutely murder this actual human, huh? Is he even gonna get a chance to use his Noble Phantasm? Like, let's be real. Alright, and yeah, this is gonna absolutely demolish him, huh? Sieg more like Sigwaz. Got him. Alright, look how close he is. It's so close. Like, I'm actually screaming on the inside at how close his bond is to raising to max. Like, buddy, it's been a year of playing almost every day. We got him, boys. Damn it, I had countermeasures ready for the 3 mages, but I never expected you to join in the fray, Moriarty.
Back when I was alive, or perhaps one of my secret made-up stories. Not that a distinction is an important one anyway. The aftermath of this incident always left something of a foul taste in my mouth. No, let me be more precise. Overlooking you as a key variable made the situation vastly worse. This city, which should have flourished in a burgeoning era of maritime trade, was instead obliterated. So I think it's best for all involved if you hand that linden leaf over to me.
Does this give me a free Siegfried summon? I didn't mean for things to go this far. Well, no, maybe I did. As far as I'm concerned, this relic is the greatest treasure in the world. I couldn't possibly let it be taken for some stupid subspecies Holy Grail war.
Well, that's no way to live. If Siegfried were here now, I have no doubt he would say something to the effect of, I am happy to answer any summons with an eye towards the future. That does, of course, mean he may end up serving wicked people at times, but that's just part of the deal. More than anything, Siegfried, as a heroic spirit, would be thrilled to help bring about a brighter future. He was a good man and a true hero. Surely anyone who thought well of him could respect that wish.
I'm absolutely here. True, I think he'd love that. Goodbye. You expect me to believe that? That he would be thrilled to degrade himself in the service of others?
Believe what you will, but I can guarantee you that I'm right about this. How's that for convincing?
What a devious con man you are. I knew I shouldn't have trusted a man styling himself as a criminal consultant. Is he dead?
Something like that.
How are you feeling, Prince of Landling? I can't even move. How pathetic. That means the winner is...
Curse you, bartender. How in the world did you get so strong? Trade secret. It's these fingers. Now then, it would seem we have ourselves a clear winner, no? As I've defeated the duplicitous 4th mage, I believe that makes me, Moriarty the bartender, the winner.
Wait. Wait just a damn minute. This isn't what we agreed on.
Think about it. Now that you don't need to spend a fortune on the auction, doesn't this put you at an advantage? And while I'm at it, don't you think it's about time that the 3 of you had a serious talk? This business of the 3 of you deadlocked as you are may keep the peace, but you are vulnerable to outside forces in consequence. I could suck this city dry in just a few days if I wanted to, you know. I could spin my web as any spider would and have this city trapped and helpless in my grasp in no time.
That's... Yeah, I guess you've got a point. Hey, young King de-armored, come here a sec. I'm sure you guys are just as sick of this stalemate crap as I am. The old man's right. About time to put our honor aside. But how will our gang survive without honor? Maybe they won't, but you know what? At least that's better than all of us getting killed. I can't argue with that. Honestly, I wish we'd done this sooner. Guess I lost the moment I let myself be seduced by the comfort of the status quo.
I'm not going along with this. These bastards have been... boss, what's the big idea?
One more word out of you idiots and your head come tumbling off your necks. Yeah, alright. I don't have to tell you what my condition is. You'll do everything you can to make it happen, eh? We want to be full citizens of the city. That's the one thing I'm not budging on. I understand. There's bound to be some pushback with this change of direction, but I promise I'll keep it in line. In exchange, I'll sell my hideout and other property, and make sure to appoint a level-headed man as my successor. As for my men who went out of their way to make your guys' lives hell, I'll send you a list of their names and tell their families they're away on business. Sounds good. Yeah, that's that. He's gonna kill him. Wow, okay, that's the scariest business talk I've ever heard.
That's just how it is with them. They're still villains at heart, after all. And I can never hope to coexist in prosperity, nor can only one of their gangs hope to flourish without drawing the other's ire. So if they can't coexist in prosperity, they can at least coexist in adversity. They'll all suffer in turn, but they'll also continue to survive. Not perhaps an ideal lifestyle, but when it comes with the reassurance that they will get to die peacefully in bed.
Well, that's just great. We've got nothing to show for all our efforts. If anything, I'd say we're slightly worse off than we were before. All that running around I did for the auction wasted. Good grief.
Bartender! Tell me, what do you plan to do with that linden leaf? You're better off not knowing that, Count Vlad. I might be amenable to sharing that knowledge for a price, but I sense such an arrangement would not be to your tastes. Not to mention one wrong move and you could end up being pumped for information yourselves in less than savory ways. Yes, I suppose you're right. I should just accept my defeat and begin searching for my next opponent.
Damn. I really was set on getting that catalyst and winning the sub-specific Holy Grail war with it. Sorry. Wasn't it subspecies? But okay. Looks like it's back to square one in search of my catalyst. Well, at least I'll not be leaving completely empty-handed. We'll meet again one day, Sir Moriarty.
James Moriarty, I'll remember that name. Why, thank you. I'm always glad to make connections with new mages. You're a shrewd one, aren't you?
Alright. We're gonna head back to our respective organizations now. What about you two? I did what I came here to do, so bye. Going home, huh? Glad to hear it. Sir Moriarty, it would seem you are a far more devious villain than we mere thugs could ever hope to be.
Why, whatever do you mean?
We may have suffered some losses, but at least they weren't fatal. I'll take that over the whole city being destroyed any day of the week.
I advise you all to live modestly from here on, gentlemen. A spider cannot weave its web when darkness covers all. As villains, it's your job to ensure that light and shadow come and go in equal measure.
Thank you for the advice. Personally, I hope I never see you again. Damn straight. You sure you want to stick with this guy, kid? I'd bail now if I were you. Believe me, I wish I could.
Even a shady old man like me has feelings, you know. Now then. All that remains is to erase Sieg's memories and strip him of his magecraft. That should make sure he gives up on trying to get the linden leaf back.
So this happened in your time too, Moriarty?
Well, no, not exactly. The fact that the gang leaders and mages looked and acted like servants means that this is only a dream. The events of the subspecies Holy Grail War no doubt happened differently and in another world entirely. This little dilemma of ours was a fusion of two separate occasions. The first, a time when a partnership I struck with mages destroyed the city. The second, when a subspecies Holy Grail War took place somewhere.
Did this turn out the way you hoped?
A fair question. The man I met with requested my help in protecting a treasure that had been in his family for generations. I offered him several pieces of advice. Once you've fanned the flames between the gangs as much as you can, fake your own death. Convince the gangs that the relic is up for grabs now that you're dead, and that owning it will be the key to their riches. After that, all you need to do is take out their thugs when it's convenient. But I didn't know he was a mage when I told him that. As a result, this city quickly declined and ultimately faded away. Of course, as a criminal mastermind, my role in these events did not trouble my conscience. But now that I'm your servant, it's been eating away at me. I swear, young man, you have no idea how difficult it is to be an evil servant at the service of such a very good master. At any rate, when I looked back on this outcome, I chalked it up to a careless mistake. An awful turn of events, brought about by a few miscalculations. Of course, even now we've changed the past, that remains firmly in the realm of the hypothetical. History remains the same, as does its outcome. What we partook in here was merely an illusion, purely for my own gratification. I assure you I'm well aware of that. Yet even so, I needed to be certain that this error was affixed permanently in my memory. I needed to remind myself that a bright future such as this can come to a sudden, cruel end with but a single mistake. Even if I should parse the records upon waking up, they still won't change what really happened. All I can do is cast my mind back and wonder uselessly about what might have been.
Well, I can think of something else you can do.
Oh, and what's that?
Next time, make sure to get it right.
Indeed, indeed. Humanity is currently in the midst of an unprecedented crisis. One mistake on our part could lead to the extinction of the human race. So next time, you can be damn sure I won't miscarry so much as a single integer. I can promise you that, both as your servant and as your trusty partner. Well then, it seems our time in this world is up. Tell you what, once we get home, I'll mix you a drink to make up for dragging you into this. Non-alcoholic, of course, because that would be a problem. Even though in Chaldea, no one will ever know.
What's the legal drinking age in Antarctica? I'm legitimately curious. Antarctica legal drinking age. It is 21. Well, dang. That's a real thing. Anyways, there's another section which is strange. What's going on? A few days later. Oh, I see my room has been redecorated without my permission again.
Really? I thought I was the first to do so. Does this mean this sort of thing happens often?
This is my room?
So the king's servants and princess servants renovate your room however they like, Well, I'm glad to see you're enjoying yourself. Now then, allow me to treat you to the drink of your life. First, we mix these together, shake it up, and... here's your cocktail, young man.
Thank you.
I guarantee you'll like it. So, what do you think?
Ah, it's really good.
Right. Welcome to the adult world.
Adult.
Don't be so quick to fall for his trickery, Mr. Tanner. Blast Holmes! That cocktail contains not a drop of alcohol.
I knew it.
It is merely fruit juice mixed together so as to taste more like a genuine cocktail. A mocktail, to use modern parlance.
Yo, mocktails are good though, don't hate.
Though I suppose I can't blame you for being taken in given the atmosphere. Damn it, man! Can you not tell we're having a moment? Listen, Master. Alcohol really isn't very good for you, you know? Take it from an old man who's been there and done that.
You tricked me!
Well, I certainly can't approve of you becoming inebriated, Mr. Tanner. Still, I hope you can accept Moriarty's good fatherly intentions, though, of course, in his case... if you so much as breathe the word grandfatherly, I will post a list of your many failings and eccentricities on the bulletin board faster than you can say stop.
Wow, that's what got you to shut up.
Anyway, don't worry. Once you really have grown up, I'll be the first to mix you a real drink. I would very much like to be present for that. Of course, I'll make sure to serve you my finest glass of mud. So you're not even capable of tossing enemies the merest bones, are you? Why don't you put that mouth of yours to use and go and kiss an oncoming train?
I like that.
Oh, you know, I think I feel a little drunk. But I really didn't put any alcohol in it. You're drunk on the atmosphere?
Oh, resay Persona 4. Hey, is it true you had some crazy stuff going down recently? I heard I was a bad guy. That sounds fascinating. You have to tell me about it. What was I like? Was I trying to take over the world? Did I have a scar on the side of my face? What's this? Master's showing signs of intoxication.
What do you have to say for yourself, Moriarty? But I didn't do it!
Master, are you alright? What's up? I heard there was something fun happening here, so I came to check it out. Same. I guess we can start by stringing up Moriarty?
There you go. That's the ticket. I can kick you all out, you know.
This is my room. This is my room.
That's right. It is, isn't it?
Okay, guys, how about this? Yeah, there's one thing I'm pretty sure we can agree on. Let's all have a drink. I've never had alcohol before, Master. I can't wait to try it. You'll be sticking to mocktails, Sieg. Ah.
All right. One at a time. Now then. What can I get for you, my good sir?
I'd like...
The fact is, it is very difficult for any master to truly understand an evil man. One so wicked he has no qualms about destroying the world, and so meticulous he would risk his life to correct a miscalculation. Indeed, this old spider's web extends farther than anyone can see, catching good, evil, order, and chaos alike. And even now, he continues to spin new threads.
Thank you for the code remover. Oh, good night talk. I guess this is the finale then. Sounds good. I was gonna say, I should be a grail, and here it is. I don't like this star here. Fills me with worry. Foon! Foo-foo! Special translation, orange. Cassis, orange.
Oh, hello there. Just you and Sir Fruit today. Can I get you your usual Black Beast grease mix?
Oh, and I have a bunch already. Foo-foo! I hear you, that grease is addictive. Oh? Where'd this Holy Grail pop up from? What's going on here, barkeep?
Courtesy of that customer over there.
I love that reaction of yours. It's so nice to be able to take videos so easily these days. Oh, don't worry. It's on me. Go ahead, take it. Marfu! You grand good for nothing, how you still alive? You might want to cut that out, Kath Palooka, before you get yourself banned. Oh, that's your... Well, sure, you're still dreaming, so of course your mind is a bit hazy. As for me, I'm the greatest caster that ever was or will be. Please, call me Mr. Sheep. I have to say, though, that was a great show. Regrets from the youthful days you can never go back to. Repentance in his twilight years, homesickness. Talk about hard-boiled. I'd love to try playing that sort of grizzled old man type myself someday. Gofu dofu! Special translation. Well, you've got the scum of the earth part down pat. Anyway, consider that cocktail there my payment for the show I just attended. Holy Grail's way too much, you say? Ah, what's the harm? There's plenty more where that came from, right? I'll just go ahead and use them all on me. I don't have you. I would if I could. Oops, looks like you're about to wake up. Alright, see you later then. Hopefully we'll meet again at the next Golden Heroic Spirit Theater. Firstly, I'm hoping for an Ultra Harem next time. That's what I'm hoping for every day of my life. Farewell, au revoir, and good night. Foo-foo! This prick never changes! Well, can't say I expected that for the ending. Can I get my room back? I mean, I appreciate the atmosphere, but can I get my room back, actually? Rematch at Reichenbach Falls. I could get a lore from that. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Anyways, the more important thing is getting this, and this, and this, and this. Alright. That's the good stuff. That's the important stuff, and you know who that's going for. You already know. So... I'll Everything for you, my princess. Okay, here you go. Pop those in. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. It's only a bit more, but every little bit counts. Oh, and we also got the, ticket, didn't... Oh, well, I didn't exchange the ticket. Right. Right. So, let's get that exchanged. Alright. There we go. Need one more. Oh, what's he saying? Interesting.
五大元素、五行思想といったようにね。一週間ならば金曜日というわけだ。いいよね、金曜日。仕事が早く終わればだ。
It did today on a Friday for me. So that's kind of cool. I was lucky. Got a half day Friday. Anyways, let's pop this and see what we get. All right, let's see. Will one of these ever be something good? I mean, we're pretty good with the craft essences though, so we'll see here. I was hoping double-sided. What's it gonna be? It's Baby Gil. That's fine. Okay. So, actually, what's the let's see here. If it's a ruler, we want to use an Avenger, huh? Oh, we got a good Avengers. Let's turn these off. Oh, we have to use him? Shoot. That's not good. Well, let's give this a shot then. Okay, so we're going to go move you to the back. Let's go with Avenger. We only have the one Avenger, right? We do have you and you're neutral against him, which is not bad. We'll get you to be providing support. We'll also get discount baby. Where's the discount baby? Where's the discount boy? The healer boy. Discount healer boy. Healer baby discount boy. Where is he? He's very low down. So we'll get you there too, so that when one of those dies, we'll have someone to heal. And then we'll also put... Let's see here. You're down. Let's see. Wait. Yeah, I want to use ones that get double damage for sure, right? So Gil with the double damage should do a lot, especially if we put on this, because then that's a lot for that. You can get okay, you're gonna want dive to blue, right? Yeah, probably dive to blue to really make it so that you can kind of I mean this, but we specifically want to get a lot of, yeah, art card effectiveness to get the loops. Then again, you want to get the stars, so maybe we want to do, maybe we'll do the we'll do stars up with both of you, because then you'll get those. I think that's probably a better idea. Yeah, we'll do fragment and fragment. We'll do double fragment. Yeah, we'll try double fragment here. Fragment. I'm always lost. You can get, I just want to get you probably a dragons, or, well, I mean, we could afford getting you, this here, 75%. You get that. You get nothing. You're in the back. That should be good. Let's give it a go. Let's see what happens. Okay. Let's see how we do. I want that lore. Let's see how this goes. Okily dokily. And thankfully our mash is not forced into her costume that sucks. We can use the proper one. That's the good thing. So... okay. It's a lot of HP though. I should collect intel first. Noble okay, so for 5 turns, gain resistance to Noble Phantasm and defense up. Interesting. So we want to not use anything for the first couple turns on him, which is fine, because that'll give time for you to start your growth. Okay. Get you your stars. Character observation, target focus up. Okay. Well, yeah, please hit him. That's good. We take that. Let's remove that. Oh, we got rid of the... Oh, that's a debuff, right. Well, not the best, but that's fine. Let's do... Now, we're going to hold off on attacking him till those buffs go away. Because we're not getting a lot of damage with this, so... I mean, we're getting crits, but they're not big crits. Okay. Let's do this. I mean, cool, you got your meter, but we want to wait for that to go away. Character observation, target focus up on you. Not bad, not bad. We can handle that. So we have for you 2 more turns. Okay. We definitely want to get Mash's super going. Yeah. We 100% want to get Mash's just so that we have that. Something to... Well, I don't think this Noble Phantasm is his attack one. So we'll see. Behavioral observation, defense down. That's not good. Okay, we have 1 turn before Mash gets hers, so we'll see. Though we can also do target focus on Mash to get hers. So next turn should be the end of it. Yeah, there we go. That's gone. Don't kill her. Don't kill her. Okay, good. Okay, we're going to go defense up. But also target focus on you. And this on you. Dang it. Okay, so we'll spend this turn then doing a full combo with her. Hoping to get stars, which can then increase that's power. We'll try that. We'll see. Hopefully his Noble Phantasm is... I don't know his Noble Phantasm off the bat. Decent damage, all things considered, but not that great. He has very high defense. I should be using male characters. Okay, what's this gonna do? Defense down, ignore. Okay, that's not that great. That's not great at all. Okay, that's not fun. Okay, let's go like this. Dante's will deal hopefully really good damage, and hopefully we'll be able to do some crazy stupid stuff with our stars with Dante's in a sec. Alright. Yeah, now that's some good damage. We want to get those crits with him too. Okay. Nor invincible. I should have popped that one on probably. We'll do this to get even more meter. To double that up. See if we can get it again. Nice. Character observation, target focus. That's fine, because out of everyone, you take the least damage. So I'm going to hold off on using your super till the next turn. Instead, we're going to go like this to break it and then go to the next phase. Okay. It's a lot of stars. Alright, phase 2. Let's begin our deductions. What does that do? Wow, thanks. Wow, shoot. Oh, jeez. What does that do? What does the thing you just did do? Increase your art's effectiveness at the end of each turn. Shoot, dang, okay. Okay, well, let's start that. We're gonna go... Let's pop this on. Okay, and we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Okay. Just a little bit of healing, that's all we need. Nice, nice, we got them all. Insight gives Sealing of Noble Phantasms. That's not fun. Oh boy. Oh jeez. I'm gonna pop this. Is your infinite growth still going? Because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So can you get more, or are we done? Growth state can be applied up to 10. Darn it. Okay. Well, we don't want to use the infantile yet. We're going to put this on just to get it going some more. But then we'll pop it next turn to make it not. Let's go. Let's see if we can get it going again. At least a bit more healing on us. See how my stall team will work. It's only 1,000. That's not a lot. He can definitely do more than that. This might not work out. I'm gonna say this right now. This might be a bad one. A bad run. Oh, this is gonna be a bad run. This is not gonna go well. I might have to redo this with a better team. Abso-freaking-lutely. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's try and get yours. Now that should remove your critical up, because now I know how that works. Yeah, it does it. So it gets rid of it on the opponent, which I like, actually. Okay. Oh boy. And he just keeps getting more and more powerful, huh? Oh, Star Cocktail. Gain C stars at the end of each turn. Well, could have had a better thing. Not gonna lie. Let's just try our best. Okay. Ah, that damage up is... That damage is ridiculous. Oh, look at that. That's new animation, huh? Pop that. Yeah, this is unfortunately not happening this time. I'll do this off camera probably. Just look up a smart strategy and give that a go. Alright, let's see how this goes. Yeah, how much will this do with it being 300% on a servant? See, it's fine when he does anything but an arts attack. That arts attack there does so much. Because he keeps boosting it. That is not enough. That is absolutely not enough. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, this is not happening. Well, rip. Alright, well. It's not gonna matter. He's gonna give himself a break invincible anyways. Oh well. It's the fact you can't use someone else's Merlin that's gonna kill me. Like, normally it's like in this situation, yeah, just grab someone's Merlin. Can't do it here. No, no, no. And here he goes. Yep. Goodbye. Now, I do have a command spell. Might as well use it. I forgot about that. That's fine, we'll use that. Okay, so we're going to continue your growth. We're going to do an attack up with you. We're going to do defense up with you. We're gonna wait till your ignore invincible turns off, and then we'll use our thing there. Yeah, so we're gonna start by doing onto Chateau d'If. Pop that on to see if you can get more. And we're gonna hold off on using that there. Yeah. So let's go. Let's give this a shot. Let's give it a try. We'll see how we do. Now we got halfway through. As long as he doesn't hit us with some art stuff, we should be good. Like, that's a lot of damage, right? Like, that did, yeah. Like, we broke that phase. Okay. Last one. Allow me to reveal the truth. Attack up. That's it? Good. 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 Okay. So let's go attack up. Let's go absorb that. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to go Camelot, Arvada, and then we're going to do this for big damage. Let's give it a shot. Because that attack up will also hurt a lot. Still waiting for his last phase gimmick, though. Okay. That's good damage. Truth explained. Remove attack buff. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ow. But we can do that again. And Anderson has his. Sick. Awesome. We can even pop... Oh, we don't have him to go in there, though. Okay, now your invincible is gone. Break invincible is gone? Yes, so we're going to pop this on you. To help them survive. And your overcharge just increases... Oh, no. Increase up. So, actually, let's go... What's your overcharge do, then? Yours does... Increase curse damage... Decrease defense up. Yeah, okay, so we're going to do the other way then. We're going to do yours next. And then we'll get that going there. Okay. Oh, we might have this, boys. We'll see. Again, good damage. And the curse is going to double up now. Okay, we just need that to start healing us each turn. Okay, everyone got HP recovery, which is the important thing. She's gonna get her Truth Explained. Remove attack buff, that's fine. She's gonna get hers in next turn, I guess. Okay. Okay, and ooh, okay. If we pop that on, hopefully we can start getting some of that for you. Gain C stars, increase. Give you some more. Yep. Because if you get these crits, that's gonna be real good. Let's see here. Yes. Okay. Yes. So close. Yes. So that could have obviously gone a lot better if it was my first time going through. If it wasn't my first time going through, but we did it. Oh ho, oh ho. And that's the important thing. Okay, so give me that lore. Heck to the yes. Heck to the yes. All right. Wait. You can replay it? Why? There's no reward now. All right, guys. That said, that is the end of us looking at that event there. We'll continue on with some more Goddamn Rung next time. So we'll see you for that. Ciao.